Hi, this is Chatboxing. I'm Sean, and this is a post-fight video for the Chris Eubank Jr. Avni Yildrim fight from last night. Very good performance from Chris Eubank. Dealt with him as you should, that level of opponent, because it wasn't really the best. It was a bit of a mismatch, really. It looked like that from the start. He was basically just coming forward, quite basic, just swinging big punches, no real defence, no real kind of craftiness or trying to work his way in. He was just very, very crude. But he was quite strong and tough, and Eubank just battered him, basically. Didn't mess about, he's getting him with the jab, looked good, and he started off just sort of out-jabbing him and moving around far too quick on his feet. But he didn't just think, oh, well, I can just outbox this guy without really committing. No, he decided to really put it on him in the third round, just battered him, basically hit him with like some strong hooks, left hook, sparked him. People saying he stopped it early because he didn't even give him a count, the ref. But to be honest, he was taking some hard punches and he was just too slow to really do anything about it, and he had no real defence and he wasn't really landing anything himself. So yeah, I don't really blame the referee. I think he was just getting beaten up in there. Eubank did show quite a nice jab in this fight. The one problem I do have with it, like, he kind of tends to throw it and then he just drops it straight after. So he doesn't throw the jab and then bring it back and just throw it and just drop it straight down. I mean, he's very quick on his feet and he's got very good upper body movement, very good reflexes. But I do think against someone like George Groves, Callum Smith, who've got a good right hand, they can come over that quite quickly if he's going to throw those kind of jabs. I think he needs to tighten that up a little bit. Because though it's good, don't get me wrong, I was impressed by his jab. I do think that he did look a little bit sloppy with it at times. He was just kind of flicking it out and then just dropping it straight down. Now, one thing that I really like about Eubank that is very, very difficult to deal with, he's just got amazing agility. I mean, he can be there and just sort of ducking under. He can literally just sort of lean back, glide around the ring, really. Now, I don't like the fact that sometimes he kind of gets a bit messy with it and he'll to turn his back almost and then find himself in a, not the best angle to be at, or not the best position to be. He can kind of position himself quite poorly sometimes in terms of the choices that he makes. He gets away with it because of his agility, because of his athleticism. But I do think that's potentially something that he can improve on against someone like Groves, who's also got very quick feet and who's a lot more, he's got a lot more in his arsenal than this opponent tonight. I think he needs to sort of tidy that up a little bit. But he's very, very good at just kind of ducking out the way of stuff. And he can come with his jet, he'll come in, he'll get you on the shoulder. You can see how a lot of the kind of pad work that he's done with Floyd Mayweather Senior comes into play, with those kind of reflexes and that kind of upper body movement and just sort of ducking around, leaning back. He does that beautifully. And when you consider that he's also got a very good chin, all things considered, his defence is very, very underrated in my opinion, because the way he can sort of keep himself out of trouble, and then when he does take a shot, he can take it pretty well, and he doesn't take that many. So yeah, he's showing a lot of signs of improvement for me. The mentality as well. I think that was the first time he he's fought out abroad, if I'm not mistaken. Hostile atmosphere, fighting a Turkish guy in Germany. There's a lot of Turks there. A lot of them had travelled. It was a very, very anti-Eubank crowd. He didn't care at all. Just went straight in there, put it on the bloke. He's fought before in hostile atmospheres in the UK against that Billy Joe Saunders very early on in his career. And he's used to it. So he's very, very strong mentally. He's not fazed by any of that. And I think he's really starting to mature as a fighter. So very, very impressed with the performance. Now, I'm not writing off Jamie Cox in the next fight. He can beat George Groves, but I think that George Groves, should win that fight. I'm definitely picking him to win. And then we should have George Groves against Chris Eubank in the semi-final. Now, that's a fight that I've wanted to see for a very long time. Now, both of them, for me, two of the best fighters that we have in the UK. Quite evenly matched. They both got things in their favour against the other one. Both very, very tenacious, very, very determined, bulldog spirit. Both of them, I can see that. But they're also very skillful and very, very athletic. So I see that being a real entertaining fight. And that is a fight that I've wanted to see for a long time, and hopefully we get to see that next. I mean, Jamie Cox, if he does win, fair play to him. He's definitely not, as Chris Eubank Senior said, a foregone conclusion. But my prediction is that we're going to see George Groves against Chris Eubank in the semi-final, and that is going to be an absolute quality fight. But yeah, not really that much to say about the fight. I mean, other than that, Eubank looked very good. Showed his great uppercuts, nice hooks. Fighting against an opponent with no real defence, very, very slow, overmatched. So I can't look too much into it, but he went in there and he did the job impressively. So yeah, let me know what you lot think about it in the comment section, and thank you very much for watching.